Hello, welcome to Cooking with Danielle Williams. Today I will be doing something so simple, so easy, only a 30-minute meal, and it's called Salisbury Steak. So get ready to tune in. So here's our hamburger meat in the bowl, guys. The way I make my Salisbury steak, I want to crack me eggs in it. And the eggs is just to help keep it whole together. Okay? And then we're just going to mush it all together like this here. So what I'm doing now, I'm just going to season our hamburger meats or ground beef, of course, with a little bit of accent, a little bit of nature seasoning. Okay. We're going to put a little bit of complete seasoning. But guys, remember, you can put whatever seasoning you like in your Salisbury steak. This is just what I like. A little bit of garlic powder. Black pepper. And listen, I can't pronounce that too good, but this is what you're gonna put in there. And we're just gonna squeeze a little bit in there. Be careful because it's a little salty, but just a little bit. And we're gonna mix it all up. If you notice, I end up putting gloves on. I hate the way this meat feel on my hands, so I had to put some gloves on. But we got all our ingredients in, so all we're gonna do now is pick them up, maybe about this amount here, into a little ball. Okay. And that's it. So what we're doing is just making little balls. And you're going to put your hamburger balls or ground beef in your frying pan. Have your frying pan on medium heat, medium high. And we're just going to continue doing this until all of it is already in our little balls. Okay, as you can see, I done pushed my little balls down. I'm going to let the hamburger meat cook on both sides, 3 minutes on each side. And then I'm going to take it out and let it drain. And I'm going to continue to cook my other meat. Okay? And then once I'm done with that, I will show you the next step. Okay, now that our hamburger patties are done, we're going to take them out and move on to the next. Okay? Okay, so now, you see all this grease. We're going to drain whatever, try to get all the grease, most of the grease out of this pan. Because we want to keep the stuff that's in it, right? Because we got to make a good gravy. So we're going to keep the stuff that's in it. So that's what's going to help give our gravy a nice color. But we're going to drain this grease out of the pan, okay? Okay, I've drained as much as I can out of the pan. Okay, let's get the onions, cut them up, and put them in the pan. So as you can see, I've cut up some green peppers and some onions. And it's just going to give your gravy a nice flavor. So you're going to put your onions and your green pepper back inside the pan. The same pan that we put our burgers in, right? So just throw that in there. We're going to saute them. And after we get through sauteing, while it's sauteing, we're going to go ahead and get our gravy, our flour, and our water mixture for our gravy, okay? Alright, so now we're just going to get us some flour. You know, probably like, I'm going to put probably 3 of these spoons in my cup here. You could use all-purpose flour. You could use any type of flour. It doesn't matter. I'm using what I have. And then we're going to get us some water. Okay. Okay, so I have a measuring cup. So this is like it's 1.5 cups of water. And I use 3 spoons of flour. It's just to get us started. It's our base. So if we need to add more flour, add more water, we can do that, right? So all we're going to do is pour our flour water inside our pan with our onions and green pepper. But you want to make sure your onions and green pepper are sauteed soft enough. We don't want to be chewing onions and green pepper, right? As you can see here, I'm just pointing out the veggies, making sure that you saute them softly, and that will help us get our gravy this nice pretty color. Okay, as our gravy thicken, we want to go ahead and put our meat in the pot, because the meat need to cook with your gravy, right? And it's also going to help it continue to get that pretty brown color. You know, you don't have to add any brown into it or anything to that nature, because it's going to have its own color from our meat of your gravy. Okay, so it's thickening up. So I want to go ahead and I want to add my water, because you want to cover your hamburger meat. You want to cover it to make sure the gravy is evenly covering the hamburger. Oh, okay, so you're going to place your lid over your pot, okay? Let it cook, and we can see if it's thick enough. If it's not thick enough for you, you can repeat the process. You can add your flour in your cup, add your water in your cup, and you could just mix it up very well and pour it into the pot of meat. So we're just going to see how that goes. If it doesn't thicken up enough, that's what I'm going to do. So our Salisbury steak is cooking, and I'm not liking the way my gravy is. I didn't like how it was looking, so what I did was add more water inside the cup and add flour and stir, and I added into my mix to thicken it up. Okay guys, here's our finished Salisbury steak. It looks so good and it smells so delicious. I hope you enjoy your Salisbury steak as well. Thank you.